It is Monday, December 17th. We're 130 days away from Avengers Endgame, but that's okay because there is an amazing Spider-Man movie in theaters right now. On today's show, you're going to hear from Aquaman's Yahya Abdul-Mateen II and Cyborg actor Ray Fisher, and you don't want to miss possibly the hottest take of all time. I'm Brandon Davis. You're watching Comic Book Now. Well, hello everybody. Happy Monday. We hope to start your work week a little bit better. If you're on your lunch break, if you're at school watching us in class during finals, we appreciate you. Welcome to the show. Chris Killian is here, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi guys, the hottest take of all time.
It's coming. Stay tuned. I'm Brandon Davis. Call me BD. Welcome to Comic Book Now. We do this every Monday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Let us know how your weekend was in the comment section. I'm going to start with Chris Killian. How was your weekend, my friend?
It was pretty great, man. Did a little Top Golf, did some video game playing.
Nice.
Yeah, took it easy. It was nice.
It was a good week.
I'm really good at golf. I didn't know that.
Yeah?
I didn't know that until now.
But I didn't peg you as a golfer, to be honest.
I didn't either, but I'm great at it.
Nice.
It's weird.
Nice.
Yeah.
I directed a music video this weekend.
I heard, yeah.
For The Walking Dead's Peter Zimmerman.
Oh,
we'll have that soon. I'll have that soon.
Can't wait to see that.
And since our last show, I hosted the Aquaman premiere. That was the coolest night of my life. And
Man,
it was incredible.
So much bragging going on right now, but I can't say that's undeserved.
But I wish I was good at golf.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Well, we're not all that good at bragging. So.
Yeah, that's fair. But guys, we have a really cool show today. You're going to hear from Yahya Abdul-Mateen II, Black Manta himself, Cyborg, Ray Fisher. We have a lot to talk about, including our clickbait and take of the week, which you don't want to miss because they're going to be a lot of fun. And I feel like you're going to have things to say. But this morning, like many of you, I woke up to be delighted by a Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer, an extended final trailer for the game we've been waiting all too long for. And if you haven't seen it yet, we're going to watch it. Right now, we're going to take a look. And if you have, watch it again because it's Kingdom Hearts 3, and we're all very excited. Let's check this thing out, shall we? Chris, have you watched this yet?
Yeah, I did watch this earlier today. This is pretty cool. I'm not really a Kingdom Hearts guy, but this is interesting.
Cut you loose from all you
Yeah, I played the first two kind of. I mean, it's been they were on PlayStation 2.
It's been a long time.
It's been a decade.
You were like 10 back then.
Yeah, if that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just turned 16, so. But no, I think like it's. I kind of wish the graphics had evolved. I feel like the graphics.
No, they don't look like they've changed at all.
Sully, Donald Duck, Mike Wazowski. I wonder if we'll get a cameo from.
The trailer's setting this up like it's going to be very, very sad. Like maybe some characters are going to die.
Do you think that they would actually like kill Woody in a video, like in the story of this game?
I would hope so. Not. Now that sounds cruel. That sounds cruel on the outset. But I mean, this is its own universe, so why not take some chances and just kill off some beloved Disney characters?
Big Hero 6, Baymax. This looks really. I mean, this game is like it's probably the most fun. It's kind of like an RPG adventure game.
Was that Stitch's ghost right there? Maybe Stitch is dead.
Maybe Ratatouille. He's using Ratatouille's spirit. No, you can use the different characters like as moves. It's kind of each one kind of unlocks you something. I think this game's going to be great. And I'm happy that it's on Xbox One because Xbox One is better than PlayStation 4.
That is just not true.
Ahead.
That is false news.
Look at this. Look at the Jack Sparrow play. Are you going to play this game?
Yeah, I'll probably try it out. I'm more excited about Davy Jones being in it. That's interesting.
Oh, got some story coming.
You ready? Don't hold back.
That's
Lee.
my hair
Promise?
right there.
Yeah, you give Chris one weekend out by Sunday morning.
It's crazy.
heart's joined to yours. I would hate to think we invited you back into our ranks, only for you to fail to deliver our final vessel.
Yeah, this seems like it's gonna have some dark tones to it.
Yeah, it does.
I'm into it. What if
very serious?
What if they go Infinity War on it?
And just Pete just goes off in dust, and Goofy's like, hey, yuck, where'd everybody go?
After it's been lost?
In time, I awaken to a new purpose.
Kyrie's right.
Well, we got a lot of PS4 people in the comment section.
I'm a PS4 guy. You guys.
Prince Charming, Manny King.
All of the children
Kathy says her friend Megan Holmes is watching with her. She said she's totally buying this game right now. It's available for pre-order.
Oh. There's a high price to pay
I just wanted to
for
watch
wielding
it.
such
We've
power
talked the whole time.
foolishly.
Yeah, we didn't pay very good attention to it, but it's a good thing that we've already watched this several times.
It's like I wonder if like Marvel or Star Wars characters like can be thoroughly involved in these games.
Why they wouldn't have showed up.
That's a big ticket seller, if you ask me. Oh, look, going all Aquaman / Thor Ragnarok on it.
Even if it was just like 1 or 2 from each thing, having an Iron Man.
Kind of like
and a
what
Captain
Wreck-It
America
Ralph
show.
2 did.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Or even like what they did with Pirates here. You only see like 2 Pirates characters.
I just feel like this game is going to be emotional, man. I feel like it's going to be an emotional roller coaster. A lot of heavy. Look at, oh, speaking of, right there, Sora was having a moment. Why can't we all just get along? Xbox, PS4, Adriel? That's because Xbox is better.
Power for all
Ooh, those guys look dangerous.
Here I and my other selves can be one.
Ooh,
Do
do you know who that guy is? He's clearly a villain. He's bald.
Oh, bad guys are always bald?
All bad guys are always bald. We know that.
Well, if you want to watch that trailer, guys, and break it down for yourself, or talk about Easter eggs and comments and things like that, it's on ComicBook.com right now. It's on our YouTube channel, and it's on our official website, so I suggest doing that. But Aquaman comes out very soon. Amazon Prime members got to look at it this weekend, and it made a little bit of money doing that.
Just a little bit.
So that movie's coming out. I got to talk with Black Manta himself, who, for me, highlighted the film. I loved Black Manta. He's kind of a B story, but he's great. So I talked to Yahya Abdul-Mateen II all about it. Check this out. Black Manta, for me, was my favorite part of Aquaman. And I loved Aquaman, I loved Orm, but Black Manta was just so badass, dude. As a fan of DC Comics, seeing him come to life the way he did was awesome. So what kind of responsibility did you feel in bringing this character to life the way you did?
Man, that's a good question. The fans love this guy. You know, they don't love me. They love Black Manta. You know what I mean? They're like, look, you can go somewhere else. Black Manta is our priority.
I disagree, man.
You disagree?
You own the role. You own the role.
I appreciate that. No, but you know, I knew that this was a guy that people love and people relate to for whatever reasons. You know, they know that he's a badass character. They know about his anger, about the destruction. That he's a funny character. They love the costume, and you never know what he's gonna do when he shows up. And so to be able to step into it and to add a lot of those elements to the things that I was going after, you know, it was really, really a phenomenal experience.
What is it like? Can you see out of that costume, and can you move? Like, can you go to the bathroom?
When you first put it on, it's not very intuitive. You know, you think you're looking straight, and you're actually looking up, and then you have to look down in order to look straight, and you know, you kind of have to muscle it around. What I always say is that you have to tell the suit what to do. You cannot let the suit wear you, because it will. You have to wear the suit. But once you do that, man, you step into that thing, and it's on and cracking from there.
You got to be a part of some of the coolest action sequences of the movie, but you also got to bring a lot of emotion early in the film.
Sure.
How far did James Wan push you? What kind of direction was he giving you to bring all of that out of you?
It's interesting. You know, I brought one thing to the table, and I entered into a place that was, you know, that was real, and was real for me. And then James said, "Hey, more." I said, "For real?" He said, "Yeah." And I do more. He said, "More." I said, "Really?" He said, "Oh, okay, I'll give more." And he said, he'd come back, "More." I'm like, oh, okay, well, now I see what kind of movie we're making. So, but when you're doing it like that, it really, you know, every time that you have to take it a step further, you have to root it in something that was more real. You can't just push for it. You have to say, okay, well, let me dig deeper, and then, you know, eventually you make something that that the characters can see, or that the audience can see and experience on an epic scale, but that they can also relate to the size of that truth. You know?
In being pushed like that and joining a franchise this big and playing such an iconic character, what do you think is the biggest thing you learned from playing Black Manta?
It was a great exercise in truth having no size. You know, as long as it's true, then you can go as far as as far as the truth will take you in the pursuit. You know, and I think Black Manta is an excellent example of that, because I think what's going to happen is people are going to be rooting for some pretty, you know, sadistic things.
Yeah, well, that's
because
the thing.
of the truth.
A likable villain. And you understand where he's coming from. It's hard not to get behind him. And I think a hero's only as good as his villain.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what made this movie so good. But I feel like we're just beginning with Black Manta.
Yeah.
And I know you love these comics. I remember when we talked on set in Australia, you were geeking out about the costume and the action moments and the comic moments you were bringing to life. In the future, I don't know if it's Aquaman 2 or maybe Suicide Squad. Is there anything you want to see? Because I would love to see you mix it up with some of those other villains in like a Suicide Squad, like the character did in the New 52. Yeah,
well, I think Black Manta is going to he has an opportunity to show up anywhere where Aquaman is. You know, anywhere where where he has a device or a plot to get back to Aquaman, he's going to use it. So he can show up wherever. But when he does, I hope that we get to see more of his wit and more of the comedic parts of Black Manta, you know, and see more of the things that make him the human that I know and the human that the fans and the people in this universe have grown to love over the years.
Trending now, how about a little bit of news from ComicBook.com? The box office has a new king, and it is the Spider-Verse. Sony Pictures has a major hit on its hands with the critically praised Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, the animated movie, which is said to have cost right about $90 million, earned about $34 million in its first 3 official days of the box office, only domestically. It's not setting any records, but it's the first animated outing for several Marvel Comics characters on the big screen, and it's already launching an animated universe with several plans for expansion from this movie already in development. Meanwhile, Mortal Engines, not so hot, crashed and burned, taking in only $7.5 million on a $100 million budget. Yikes, that's tough. That's going to cost Universal some money. One last box office note, Aquaman has already taken in more than $260 million overseas, putting the DCEU's films ahead of the $4 billion mark. It's not even released here yet. Sticking to Marvel, Avengers Endgame is only getting closer, and now we're learning that Disney is calling it a bombastic conclusion to 11 years of movies. The description surfaced in a press release translated to English, and I don't know if this is a perfect translation, but this is what it reads. It is the most expected trailer of the year. What started with Iron Man in 2008 is going to end with a bombastic bang after lots of adventures, and the most dramatic final in the recent movie history of Avengers Infinity War. All threads of the Marvel Cinematic Universe converge to the ultimate game-changing showdown with all of the theories going around. For this movie, we encourage you to share your favorites or best in the comment section right now and read up on others on ComicBook.com/Marvel. I simply cannot wait for Avengers Endgame. It's out of season, but The Walking Dead is making headlines thanks to Austin Melio and creator Robert Kirkman. First of all, The Walking Dead comics made a shocking move in issue number 186. Major spoilers are coming up, so if you're not up to date, this is your warning. Mute me. But things got heated at the Commonwealth, and Dwight and Rick's relationship only got more tense, leading us to Rick being forced to shoot Dwight in order to save Governor Pamela Milton from his crazy attempt to take over. Thanks for writing that, Robert Kirkman. I liked Dwight. It was a shocking send-off for a character who seemed to be set up for a really big storyline in the future, and it is ironically timed with comments from the AMC show's Dwight actor at Walker Stalker Con. Emilio said that Dwight definitely is not dead on the TV show, despite having no role in season 9 of the AMC series. So we're going to see him again somewhere in the Walking Dead universe, maybe in season 10, maybe not. Whether or not it's the Walking Dead itself is unknown right now, but I'll just say this. Don't be surprised if you see Dwight pop up elsewhere. And finally, Titans. Woo! Titans is bringing a murderous, crazy, ruthless Batman into the mix, and he was revealed in a new trailer for the season 1 finale of the DC Universe streaming service's popular show. Batman has kind of been teased throughout this entire season of Titans, but nobody was sure if we'd actually see him. I mean, it took Arrow 7 years to go to Gotham, so who knows? But here we are, and we don't even know who's playing him yet, and we don't even know if any of it is real. Popular theories are pointing towards all of this being a hallucination induced by Raven or Trigon, maybe both, to get Dick to act out against Bruce Wayne, but we'll see. I know a lot of people are really digging the show and the theme of the finale. It's very exciting stuff. More Batman content, more DC content in live action. It's always very cool. Chris, what do you think of all this?
I'm pretty excited about seeing just a crazy, murderous Batman. Normally this would have made me mad, but after Gotham, I'm just like, you just do whatever you want. It doesn't matter.
If I want to see a crazy murderous Batman, I just go watch Batman vs. Superman. But I just watched the warehouse scene from Batman vs. Superman this morning. Man, he just stabs
a lot of people. You know, a lot of people don't even realize it, but Michael Keaton Batman was killing some folk too. He was just throwing people off bridges, tossing bombs on them. He didn't care.
I'm not one of those people who's against the heroes killing entirely, but something as brutal as this looks like it's going to be interesting. I just don't see DC letting Batman be like a villainous murderer in any type of medium, so I think this is a hallucination.
Well, I don't know. I mean, Titans has its own tone to it. We were talking about this earlier, and it's almost got a very Watchmen-like tone because it's still got a certain level of cheesiness and campiness to it, but then the violence is just so gruesome and visceral that, I don't know, I think it'd be really cool to see Batman show up and just break some bones and do some some really, really ruthless stuff that we don't see from Batman in the movies.
Zach Schmidt in the comment section says he needs to watch Titans. Look, I'll vouch for Titans. I think it's a very good show. I'm curious how many people are watching it because I don't know how many people are subscribed to DC Universe, and I feel like it can't be, the numbers can't be that big. But it got a season 2. It's clearly their flagship content. They're going to get all the Warner Brothers movies.
Well, and also since DC, they're putting kind of all their eggs into this basket right now, and they want everybody to come over to the DC Universe and check it out. I mean, what better way to do that than to bring Batman on board?
He's your biggest character you have at DC. But speaking of big characters, how about Cyborg? I'm a big fan of Cyborg. I liked Cyborg in Justice League. And in fact, I'll talk a little bit more about Justice League in my hot take coming up. But at the Aquaman premiere, ComicBook.com's Megan Peters got to catch up with Cyborg himself, Ray Fisher. Check this out.
We are obviously here at the Aquaman premiere, and so I want to know right now, is Aquaman responsible for all of the mysteries going on at the Bermuda Triangle?
Is Aquaman responsible directly?
Yes.
He probably has some knowledge about it. I don't know whether or not he's culpable, but what I will say is this. He needs to go down there and tell him to cut it out.
So is that, is that kind of a spin-off you'd be interested in seeing maybe one day?
That would actually be really cool. Maybe like Orm is doing something with the Bermuda Triangle. Look, you should write these movies. What are you doing on that side?
You know what?
Over here.
Okay,
come
I'll just come over there. All right.